Right. It always has this weird going live thing. I'm not sure how it works. Hello, welcome back to me streaming on YouTube. This new thing I'm doing at the moment, anyway. Complete the Arsenal series. Welcome. Now, I'm not going to lie to you, folks. For the first time in my life, I am suffering from major jet lag, and FIFA's not helping because I went to bed quite late last night and I've woken up about an hour and a half ago. So I feel. I think the phrase I would use is ropey. I feel quite ropey right now. The microphone is clipping. Oh god, yeah, it is. I'm so sorry. Hang on. Yeah, you are spot on. It is. I don't know why, but I will fix it. What a good start. I mean, there's two things I can do, but what should we go for? We'll go for this one. It's not letting me do it, viewers, so that's good, isn't it? No, not that. Why is it not? For those that are, if you're watching the rebroadcast, I'm so sorry this is even a thing. But it is a thing. It's not letting me. I'm gonna get crossed in a minute, viewers. That's what the outcome of this is. I don't know about anyone else, but I really hate the, I'll try and talk so slowly. I really hate how the Windows 10 try and deal with sound. Like, I actually hate it. Like, I don't want any of this. Why is it not giving me the normal sound options? I'm so confused, viewers. Hang on. There must be a way around this. Why is it not giving me... Okay, there we go. Are we good now? Better? Yeah? Dear me, I hate it. Not a fan at all. I was just talking very quietly at that point. We're back, though. We're ready for action. Sorry about that, everyone. I can only apologise. We should be okay now, though. Right, welcome back. If you missed yesterday, we started off our Premier League campaign quite well. This isn't a summary video, just to be clear. We've now got a battle away, do our very best at getting through this tough October period. The reason it's tough, though, is because those two Champions League games are not easy. And, of course, Manchester City in there as well. So we'll have to try and battle against them as well. The win against United, very good, though. 3-1 last episode, or last stream. What is it, a stream? Was it last episode? I guess it's kind of last episode. Last time. Sure, that'll do. And hopefully then we can continue this good form that we've had recently, 4 wins on the bounce, and have a very successful October, and then hopefully take that into November. We're definitely going to get to the Liverpool game. So while these streams are about 2 hours minimum, we're gonna aim for the Liverpool game and see how we do. And of course, then we can sort of work out how we do the rest of it. Our running is particularly tricky towards that back end there, playing Liverpool. Tottenham as well. We know what happened last season against them, so worried, viewers. If you're in the chat, of course, do fire in any questions you might have, and if you want to like the video as well, that would be fantastic. Thank you very much. Right, yes, let's get into it, shall we? Let's have some fun and start this first game. Napoli, then, in a few days' time. We're just coming off the back of this United game. I've not played anything since we last met, so yeah, you're seeing everything. Oh, do you know what? I've got this with water in today. Funny story. It's from the New York Rangers. I went to see the New York Rangers play in New York, and it was full. It's like a refill cup because we wanted the cup really, so we paid for a refill, and he bought me the refill, but it's got a screw on top. Notice I'm not using the screw on top today, and in the middle of Madison Square Garden, I dropped it full and all over Proudy. So I mean, it wasn't a complete disaster, was it? Will Poch get sacked this season? Where are Spurs in the Premier League table? Because I think the Champions League game last night to me is always a bit of an anomaly. Like I don't really worry about it. They're 6th right now, same as Chelsea. They're 5 points behind City after 7. I mean, the problem for all these teams now, and it's a great problem for Liverpool, but the problem for all these teams is that the stat that keeps getting thrown out is for Tottenham and Chelsea and United. I can hear my own voice there. Is that they're 10 points behind Liverpool or plus 10 points behind Liverpool. Whereas for me, that's not really the important stat for Tottenham and Arsenal, Chelsea, United, these teams that are battling again for 4th. The important number right now is 12. So United are 2 points, United are 3 points off Arsenal in 12th. Tottenham and Chelsea are like a point behind Arsenal. And maybe Leicester on 14. That's the real sort of target. But yeah, you can't really compare yourself to the top two at the moment because they're just not on the same level. I think we're kind of all understanding that now, that the teams below Liverpool and City just aren't as good. So it's stupid. They're not in the same bracket right now. So yeah, top four. It's the battle for top four. And if you're not in it at the end of next season, because that's crazy, isn't it? That like Leicester and West Ham are doing so well as well. Oh, blimey, that is going to be. It's going to be a race to the finish. It really is, like a real race to the finish. Because we could have a situation where like 3 of the top 6, or the perceived top 6, don't qualify for the Champions League. That would be crazy. That would be crazy. Imagine if West Ham get there as well. Imagine if it's Liverpool, City, West Ham, Leicester. That'd be crazy. Then you'd have a team without Europe entirely that would maybe prefer it. It'd be a weird situation, wouldn't it? It's been a good month there. We've had Nicolas Oliveira doing quite well. Did I get Manager of the Month? Did I even get who got Manager of the Month then? I had a good month, didn't I? I mean, I drew one, so I guess that drew against Chelsea though. Oh, second, there it is. Darren Ferguson. Oh no, he's putting Bournemouth back on their perch. Oh no. I guess we'll see. If you've got any football-related questions, we can make this a bit of a football chat debate, if you like. We should do Sunday at 7 on Wednesday at 2. What do you think of Chelsea and the youngsters this year? I think if you're a Chelsea fan, you realise, because I've heard a lot from Chelsea fans of, the thing with Roman, no matter who he brings in, we always win trophies, we always guarantee trophies. But actually, it's always felt a little hollow, maybe. And now, with the youngsters coming through, with the idea, there's obviously a plan. Like, you're all behind Lampard. It's quite fun, isn't it? Like, and I think if you asked sort of United fans, especially at the moment, they would like to see a little bit more of that. And now the two of them, Chelsea seem to be on the up and up. So I should have to cough, viewers. Excuse me. Usually I would cut that out. So for those that are new to today's stream and missed yesterday, this is the system we've been playing, and until it doesn't work, we stick with it, I think. I mean, it's still going brilliantly. So what can possibly go wrong again today? I feel like it's a guaranteed success. Looking at this, though, I think maybe bringing in Koeman for Guendouzi is the choice. But there we are. Top 6 predictions. I actually did a Premier League predictions league table for a video and never put the video out because I felt like I was too late to put the video out. But I did produce a top 6. My top 6 was City, Liverpool, Tottenham, Arsenal, Chelsea, United. I remember I had Arsenal in the top 4. I thought Emery would have Arsenal doing relatively well. I did post it like in Discords and things like that, but I didn't actually put it out as a video, so I could find it somewhere. I just think that I don't think Solskjaer is the right appointment, and I thought it was a year too early for Chelsea with Lampard. I think the youngsters that are at Chelsea right now can be there for the next few years, and this is their first year. Like Mount and Abraham, as good as they are and as talented as they are, they're not quite ready yet. Boris on the bench. Oh yeah, Sugar. You've made a very good point, and I've not put him on the bench. Well, we'll rest him for the Prem, so it's not a complete disaster. But yeah, I just don't think the Chelsea youngsters are quite ready yet. They're playing really well, don't get me wrong, but it's early in the season. It's how they do in the December period, where suddenly the strain of playing lots of matches at once is gonna start to hit them a little bit harder. I know they've both had campaigns in the Championship, but the like you hear all the time that the level of the Premier League is significantly higher than the Championship, so the demands on the players is going to be a lot more. As that was weird. My voice is a little bit gravelly today, so it'll disappear eventually. Someone said, Craig said, "Did you watch Northern Ireland? Have you watched Northern Irish football?" It's not really available for me to watch, to be honest, as that's a ridiculous double save, which really shouldn't be happening. Yeah. Let's see. You missed much, guys. Not so far in this stream. We've only just kicked things off. But there's a stream available yesterday and a summary if you want to watch the quick 7-minute summary. I didn't even make it YouTube classified 10 minutes. I just did 7-minute summaries. It's not because, you know, the whole YouTube 10-minute thing. I'm sure you're aware of what I'm referring to. As Napoli, that's the goal they score. He makes this amazing double save, and then that's the goal that he gets, is it? That's a shuffle poker chips moment right there, I tell you. So disappointing. I mean, I don't really know how he's even done it, really. Whatever. He didn't even hit it very hard, did he? Right, let's read a few more of these questions. Will Spurs come in the top 4 after losing 7-2? I would think so. I think it plays very little... I don't think it matters. I don't think the two are necessarily related. I think it's like, if a top team ever lose by like a big margin, very rarely does it affect them like for a long period, unless you're Barcelona. Well, but no, it rarely does it affect you for a long time. Like, it happens sometimes. Thanks, Brian. I appreciate you putting in the link to yesterday's summary if people want to figure out what's going on. Where are we? What did someone say? Who do you think will be relegated from the Premier League this year? I think that's a lot harder to know. Like, I think it's way too early to say that. What's just happened there? I mean, the question is, viewers, what was worse? Oh God, I don't even know. That was bizarre. I'm gonna change something. I'm gonna be really basic and just play that, I think. I'm just going to give us a bit more support in midfield to hopefully help us defend and also build from the middle. Whereas at the moment it seems a little bit disjointed. But now we've got a few bodies in the middle. We might be slightly better as, well, that's a shame. He's just unmarked. Defensively, I don't really know what De Ligt and Chesney are doing, but it's not good, is it? Poch will even take half a year off, then United in the summer. I mean, that's possible, I guess. Good morning, Coldema. Or Kuldima, even. Say the scorer's name. Vit Kratky, that guy? Is that who you meant? Or did you mean the first one? Topolsky. Wojciech Topolsky. That one's quite easy to say. Please give us more cities, Ben. Yeah, I'll hopefully do some more after we finish this week of streaming. And then we'll crack on. Really, I'm in like a downtime period before FM20. Like, I know my plans for FM20 are so clear, which is really nice. Hopefully people are on board with the series. People are excited about Glory Hunter. Do I listen to Jerry Cinnamon? I do not. Who do I think will be sacked first in the Premier League? Well, hasn't it already happened? Hasn't Javi Garcia gone? Right? What's happened there? Well, we've lost to Napoli. Liverpool did it, so it was fashionable, I guess. Unlucky boys. Would have been nice to win, but it wasn't to be. I mean, I'm not too upset. Again, not really worried about the Champions League. It's the game against Sheffield United that I'm more concerned about. So we'll see. Who do you think will replace Klopp? Pep Linders, probably. That's who I'd, at the moment, quite like it to be. For those that don't know who I'm referring to. Pep Linders. He's the current coach at Tottenham. He's Klopp's assistant at the moment. Oh, who do I think we sacked first out? Poch and Ollie. I don't. If I was betting on it, I would say neither will be sacked this season. Which league would you reckon is the hardest to win for the Glory Hunter series? Probably La Liga. Depends who I get, like, in the Premier League, though. The Premier League job's going to be tough. Like, that's going to be a challenge. What feature of FM20 are you most excited by? Yikes. Next question. Any interest in bringing back your FIFA series or Busy with FM? I might stream some FIFA on Twitch in the next few days. Glory Hunter, check out my plans for FM20 video. Brian, can you link it? And I reveal what Glory Hunter is. Ollie won't be sacked unless he has an absolutely horrendous season. Other than that, I don't think he will. I won't play career mode. I think career mode is... And I mean, there's this... No, I don't want any FIFA YouTubers to be disappointed with what I'm saying here, but I just think career mode's utter shit. So I'm really sorry to career mode YouTubers because it's not really your fault. I just think that they haven't cared for way longer than people think. And I said it to MGH on Twitter the other day that FIFA career mode needs to be a management game with the ability to play the matches, not the ability to play the matches with some managerial features. Like, it's backwards. But they're never going to put the time and resources required into it to make it any better than it is. And it's a console game, so it has to be quite basic and simple. That's just the way it tends to be with these sorts of games. So, and I've got to say, right, Violent Quiche just put in the chat there, it's not very good because they can't monetize it. Hence, no effort goes in. I don't think that's why. And I think the hard truth of it, right, and I could be completely wrong, and I'd love to see the figures. And I don't know if this is true or not, but my understanding and my reason for why it's not had loads of reinvestment put into it is because percentage-wise, not many people care. Like, not many people, like, comparatively to Ultimate Team, people aren't playing it. Like, and I'm sure there are a core of maybe 50 to 100,000 people that are still very much into career mode, but I just don't think, it's not a game mode that makes you excited, is it? Like, it's not been different for a long time. And I think, and you might say, well, yeah, no one plays it because they've done nothing to it. And I think that's a completely legitimate, like, rationale to have. But I would suspect part of the reason they don't do anything with it is not really to do with the fact it's not monetizable. Of course, they've got to keep their money engine rolling. Of course they have. They're a business. But I just don't think, like, for example, if millions of people were playing it, you think they'd ignore it? They couldn't ignore it. They wouldn't be able to afford to ignore it because then people wouldn't buy the game. The point is, they can put out a terrible career mode and still make enough money to satisfy whoever they need to satisfy. So, I'm going to have to rotate a little bit here. But as we're playing Sheffield United, I think it's probably an okay thing to do. So I just don't think this. I don't necessarily think people are buying it for career modes. Someone's put in the chat. Sahil, hopefully I've said your name right. You put, what do you make of racism nowadays? I think it's terrible. I don't. Is there an alternative view? I wasn't going to be like, oh, it's making a good comeback, is it? Like, it's obviously awful. I feel like it's getting, like, the racial attacks we're seeing are getting more attention, which is good. But then sadly that leads to more racial attacks because people then think, oh, that's a good way to be noticed. Like, yeah. How will you be starting your Glory Hunter save? I'm picking a club of decent standing, and I will reveal as to who that will be. But we'll see. Thoughts on the Bernardo Silva tweet? I think it was stupid. I don't at all think Bernardo Silva was being racist. I really don't. Maybe I'm not the perfect person to say either way. I don't think he was being racist. I think he's been a bit silly. I think he should know in 2019 doing things like that will cause some uproar. I would be fascinated to know what Benjamin Mendy thinks and whether he thinks it's funny or if he was offended. I suspect as their mates. It's the sort of thing that, like, what would have solved it for me? Am I getting a man sent off here? Fantastic. Is if it had just sent it to him in a group chat rather than on Twitter. And I think everyone would have just been fine. Like, because I can't see why they wouldn't be. I feel like the target of the tweet should have the biggest say. It wasn't done maliciously, was it? Like, yeah, whatever. Like, I can see why there'd be offence caused, but just because people are offended sometimes doesn't mean they're right in the situation. So it's one of them, and it's a Ricky Gervais quote. You mentioned Spencer yesterday and your creationship with Cultaholic, and Jack's great. Yes. Any dream collab goals? I've got loads. I want to do a series where I play people on Football Manager. The honest answer is I wish online was better. It would make it much easier. But yeah, there's a few. Hopefully a few of them will pop up on the channel. Basically, if they play Football Manager and they would like to play me, I'm down. As Jonas put, so Mendy thought it was funny, but it's important to remember that this was sent out to millions of people. That's offensive to many black people that saw the tweet. It may well be, but again, I don't think Bernardo Silva was it. As I say, it should have been done in the group chat. It shouldn't have been done necessarily on Twitter. Bernardo Silva should be smarter than that and know that, like, that's not the forum for it necessarily. I think that's that for me is the only like real crime in it. But I'm like, if you've got a different viewpoint, that's absolutely fine. I'm not here to discuss the racial connotations of like the history of all sorts of stuff. I should stop before we go down a route. I really don't want to get to the. I don't want the chat to turn into that. Essentially, they've been mates for years. People just get offended for Mendy. He doesn't seem bothered. I feel like I've made my point. There's not much more to add, really. Like, yeah. I wish I could play FM that just plugs in to FIFA for matches. Imagine if you could play... like, what someone should make is... Someone should make a game where you play Football Manager and then the engine that plays is the FIFA engine. Someone code that, please? So that the gameplay is on FIFA. So this bit now is FIFA. But the rest of it is... I'd watch 3D then. Would you ever play FIFA? I've been playing FIFA just as long as I have... Football Manager. I've played quite a bit of 20 as well. I've got a decent team. I got Allison in a pack yesterday, doing squad builders at like 3 a.m. So I was chuffed with that. But I'm not amazing at the game yet, so that's a frustration. We're going to win this 1-0. And based on how the game went, thank goodness, flipping heck, makes me nervous. Well done, lads. Good win. Get out of there. Praise them. On a scale of 1 to 10, how excited are you for FM20? The actual game, I'm not overly excited about. Series-wise, like a 9. I'm really excited to kick things off with some new stuff. But basically, what I've concluded is this year cannot be worse than last year for me. So it's already a positive. Like, it's going to be comparatively really good this year. A lot's gone on for me this year, some of which you know, some of which you don't, because I don't share my whole life online, because it's just not I mean, I'm not afraid to. It's just not something I need to, whether that's like family related. Obviously, you know that my grandma died this year, but there's stuff going on that isn't always perfect and happy. I mean, you've all got lives, you all know exactly what I'm like talking about. You know what's what. So personally, I felt okay, but there's stuff that goes on around that obviously affects you, and that teamed with the fact that I lost all my stuff on my computer, which basically killed off 2 series. Then I had to start a new series that then changed midway through, and I didn't expect it to. I've probably not streamed as much as I thought I would this year. View-wise, it's been down across the board. I think I started the year really badly in terms of doing like the Dortmund stuff, and then Liverpool, and then trying to move it into Central Park Rangers. Like, it just like career-wise, it wasn't a great year this year. But it's been steady, and I should say as well, like, a massive thank you to people that support on Patreon, because without you guys this year, the reality is, I was talking to Ellie about this, that if I didn't have people support on Patreon, I'd have probably had to stop this year. Like, it would have been a situation where I couldn't have carried on. Like, if I didn't live in the arrangement that we've got at the moment, then I would definitely have had to like stop, or at least do far less. So yeah, if you are a Patreon supporter, thank you so much for the support on that, because yeah, without you, I'd have been. I think the phrase is, and I don't mind saying this, there's no bleeps here, up shit creek without a paddle, I think is the phrase people would choose. So, yeah, much love to you all. I'm going to be revamping some of the Patreon stuff to make it a lot more efficient next year as well, so I can do more stuff with people. That's the plan. And, yeah, similar to how we did with Thames, actually, but more. So, yeah, just imagine the scenes when Central Park Rangers plays Liverpool for the Karabao Championships. Who's your favourite Wonder Kid for FM19? Well, this is the thing, really. I'll be able to answer these questions far better next year. I don't play with good players early in the game, but I'd probably say Tonali. I'd go Tonali because I had him at Brescia, and he was brilliant. So yeah. I'd probably say Tonali, because I used him with Brescia, sold him, but he was like different gravy, to quote Eddie Hearn. How much of your analytics and monetization is on overall views? I tend to binge watch whole series at a time rather than watch weekly. Does that hurt your income? I think it does a little bit, but it doesn't, like, not enough for it to be a problem. Look, I'll put it this way: if you're watching my content on YouTube, you're doing all that can be, like, all I can ever expect is for. I would like to think the people that subscribe, tune in, give things a chance. Look, I totally get, because I'm not naive enough. We'll talk too much. I'm not naive enough to think that everyone has to watch all my stuff all the time, right? Like, I get that. I watch loads of YouTube as well. There's certain series people do that I'm just not into, but I will always try and give their first one a chance. That's why I think views on first episodes tend to do quite well. As long as people give it a chance, then I think that's fine. I think that's cool. And if they stick with the story, that's great. And if they zone out a little bit with it, that's fine. Like, I totally get that. But all I can ever ask is for people to give the thing I'm doing a chance. That's fine. As a full-time creator, how many hours do you play per week? Per day, week? Any YouTuber will tell you that it's pretty much 24-hour. In that, not because it's not like I open a shop. Do you know what I mean? In that, like, my shop doesn't open at 9 and then close at 5. Like, people can comment or tweet you or email you at any time of the day, no matter where they are in the world. So in that sense, you never really turn off. In terms of making a video, it's not like it doesn't take up loads of my day. But doing stuff that I want to do, like, is the key thing. And then obviously there's pressures of doing stuff that you want people to enjoy. Like, you don't want to just make anything and put anything out. Like, next year, I'm going to be completely transparent. I'm going to do some videos that I've put off doing in previous years because I want to attract. I've been doing this for a few years now. Like, the people that were watching 5 years ago, not all of them are still here. Or 3 years ago, not all of them are still here. So I want to try and bring in some new people. And to do that, I'm going to do videos which are a bit more experimental, if you get my train of thought. So yeah, and I'm hoping those sort of videos, I've done them in the past. I've done a few of them in the past. Like, I'm hoping those will bring a few new people in. And yeah, we can drive forward towards 100,000 subscribers this next year. I mean, it's like a quiet goal. It's not like I'm pretending that it's not a thing. Favorite series you've ever done? Salford, probably. Although the thing is, I say Salford, but I love Thames and I love Parma, and I really enjoyed Spal. So, like, it's not like there's one here and the rest are here. It's like one there, one there, one there, one there. Like, they're quite close. Max Aarons was good in FM19, probably your favourite. Yeah, he was actually. Oh yeah, I had the Norwich save. Oh yeah, I had the Norwich project. That was probably my most fun. Are you joking? The Norwich project was really good, actually. I wish I'd put that on YouTube. Do you think there's still an audience for written FM content? There used to be loads a few years ago, but it feels like it's dropped off. Yeah, there is an audience. There's not a big audience, but there is an audience. I think it's the classic thing that, like, the most recognised popular people will always benefit the most, and it will trickle down in quite a small way down the bottom. But with any sort of content creation, I say this all the time to YouTubers, like, if you want to do it for fun and you want to just enjoy it, same goes for blogging, same goes for streaming. If you just want to do it for fun and enjoy it, then I'm not going to give you advice because it's not really like the advice I can give you is how to grow a channel or how to grow a blog or how to grow a Twitch stream. Like, I can give that advice, but if you're just trying to have fun, then don't worry about what other people think. Don't care. But you've got to decide if you care or not. Like, these people that say they don't care, but, like, then obviously do care, are the worst people. Favorite TV series at the moment? I'm not watching anything right now, so there's not an answer. A bloopers compilation would be an interesting video. Maybe I'll do one for the upcoming series. It's just lots of me cutting out things where I just say things wrong. That's the stuff you don't normally see. Like, usually on stream I'm pretty good, but when I'm actually recording a video, it'll be stuff and I'll just forget, and I'll open up a game and I'll go, of course, we lost 3-1 to Manchester. Of course, we beat Manchester United 3-1, and it's just stuff like that. It's not really a blooper. I need to make this chat bigger. I might have to pop it out, but I'll read through it quickly. Thanks, Meadow or Meadow. Did you watch Peaky Blinders? No, I've never seen it. I'll probably watch it at some point. Actually, no, what I am watching at the moment is Black Mirror. I'm watching some. I've never watched it before, but I'm into series like 3, I think. So that's quite good. Still remember that Thames game. British left back. He can't remember his name. No, I can't remember his name either. But I know exactly what you're talking about. Emirates return. Manny's back. Oh, okay. We'll see how we get on against him. It should be fine. I'm not doing... Actually, I don't know why I even have the option to do press conferences, honestly. Pierre, of course. You're right. It is Pierre. Now I know. Would you agree that Queen's Park is the hardest challenge in FM? Probably not. It's probably tricky, but it's probably not the hardest, no. Why don't you stream this on Twitch? Because it goes directly onto my YouTube channel where the rest of the series is. So people that have been watching the series can have the chance to watch it straight away. If you're a Twitch subscriber, I'm very sorry that it's not on Twitch, but this is the most logical thing for me to do, and I'm sorry if that's not what you want, but it's too late now. Arsenal versus Bristol City. We've got injury crisis central going on. We've got players missing. Randy Deckers isn't available. We might have to go back to this system, actually. I think we're going to have to. Lahaida's going to have to play. And then I'm going to give Christian Herrera a chance. I think he might be an absolute machine, but we've just not seen it yet. He can be put on the bench. I'll give back at left back. Yeah, of course, we rested a few players, didn't we? All right, Bristol City. We're playing wingers, viewers. It's a whole new me. Do you follow any sports besides football? I follow lots of sports, but I wouldn't say I'm a massive fan of any other sport than football. But like, I'll watch the F1, I'll watch the cricket. If the snooker's on, I'll watch a bit of that. If the Rugby World Cup's on, I'll watch a bit of that. Like, I watch it like NBA, NFL. If it's on, I'll watch it. When I was younger, I was way more into like other sports. I was much more into cricket when I was younger. Much more into rugby when I was younger. I'm trying to think what else I used to like really get into. I mean, the same with F1. Like when it was all on, the reality is it was when the big companies bought all the sports. So when BT and Sky started picking apart the things that terrestrial telly used to have on, like I stopped watching it. I miss Ski Sunday, to be honest. Oh, which NBA team do you support? This is the thing, right? Like I don't support an NBA team in the same way that I don't really support like an NHL team or an NFL team. I guess if I have to support an NHL team, hockey team, it has to be the New York Rangers because I've seen them 3 times now. But I've also seen the Philadelphia Flyers twice. Even if they win the World Cup, yeah, they're solid. Chance? No, not a chance. Svoboda, I actually think probably, and I've underestimated them a little bit. Oh my God, Svoboda and Manny are the other duo. I was about to say, I think Bristol City are probably better than I realise. That's their first shot on target, though, so maybe I'll take that back. I love the fact that they've scored with the 2 of those boys. Really. The Flyers and Rangers don't like each other, for information. Yeah, I know. I've seen. Is he onside? Oh, let's go. Please don't VAR this, because I feel like that could have been off, but it just last night it does. You forgot to show Herrera's attributes in the stream highlights. Did I? That's him. He's experienced. How would I describe him? He's a bit like. Do you remember when Negredo came to City? He's a bit like that. That's how I'd describe him. Which other FM YouTubers do you watch regularly? None. I'm just going to be honest. As I'm sure there's not many FM YouTubers that watch me regularly, because once you play the game and record yourself playing the game and then edit yourself playing the game, you don't really. I watch streamers. I don't really watch YouTubers though. It's very difficult to get invested into a series. George Taylor coming in with the 10 Aussie. I don't know what the conversion is, but I forget. But yeah, thank you. It says that actually. It's £5.40. Wow, the Twitch streaming thing actually works quite well there. Thanks, man. Love the streams, mate, and the videos. Keep them coming. I will do. Next year, I will upload, and this is a bold thing to say. Oh, I don't know. Guendouzi, by the way. What a strike. I didn't even realise it was that good. Oh. Wow. What a goal. What a goal. When do you follow cricket? Not massively. I watch the Ashes, but I don't follow like county cricket. Again, I used to, but not anymore. What's your favourite save you've done? Salford. I need to create an FAQ for that, don't I? So people know. It's like people ask me what skin I use, and I just use the default dark skin. I think people get confused because of the thing on the left, like the toolbar on the left, but you can put that in. It's midnight here in Sydney. How many Aussies have we got in the chat? There's about 300 people tuned in as of right now. How many Aussies have we got? I bet about 20, 30. If you're from Oz, let me know. In fact, feel free to put where you're watching from in the world if you like. Country, or like if you're in England, be more descriptive maybe. But yeah, where are you watching from? Nice to see Gibson Chesney back at Arsenal, yeah. Things. Oh my dearie mate. Sandua with the goal. Not great from them, is it? Some places are coming in at last. Ireland, USA, Singapore, Aberdeen, USA, Belgium, Slovenia, Singapore, Essex, India, your bedroom, Croatia, Chesterfield, Paris, Sydney, Tottenham, Paisley. I've heard of it. There's someone famous from Paisley, isn't there? I can't remember who. Melbourne. See, there's loads of you out there. New Zealand, Lincoln, Netherlands, Toronto, Cheshire, Greece, Turkey, Wales, India, Sweden, Berlin, Belshil. I've never heard of it, but it sounds real. Turkey, Plymouth. Mark Howell's written, when are you getting married? Does Ellie ask you to ask me that? Australia, Heege. I'm not sure where that is. Portugal, Peterborough, your bedroom again. Amsterdam, Adelaide. So quite a few Aussies are here. If I didn't read out your place of location, I'm sorry. Otherwise, it would just be me reading them out all day. So I'll stop now. If I see one that I'm also... It's in Scotland. All right. Who was the creep that watched the video from your bedroom, Ben? What do you mean? Who was the... Oh, you've lost me. Who was the creep? David Tennant and Gerard Butler are from Paisley. Might be David Tennant I'm thinking of. Ben, I'm back to ask you again to tell us about the first team you're doing for Glory Hunter. Do it for the stream. Sorry, Oliver. Not today, as I just missed a penalty. As for it, I need one. I want it to be a little bit of a surprise. I've given you my beta save. Come on. And also, part of it with Glory Hunter, the team could change. I toyed with the Thames idea yesterday. And it was like, should I put Thames in? But no. I think I know who it's going to be. I think it's like... And I'm not going to say who it is. You're free to speculate. But I think it's one of... Like, there's like 3 teams I think it would be good to start with. And I think it's the best of the 3 teams to start the challenge with. Personally. He's off. See you later, mate. Have a good holiday. Any more City Skylines? Yes. I've not finished with that. I went to Columbus Circle a few times. For those that have watched the City series, you'll know the reference. And yeah, it's a lot bigger in real life. It's a really cool area. I'd only been on the bus before, but we walked through it like 3 times. Do you think there's a chance Liverpool won't progress in the Champions League? I mean, there's a chance. I don't think it's very likely, though. I think we'll win tonight and go through. I think if we lose tonight, then all of a sudden it's like, oh, blimey. And I don't think tonight is a foregone conclusion either. Charlie, YouTube have held that message for a review, and you probably know why. So, sadly not. Now Brian's called him an idiot. You were being a sausage, let's face it. Like, come on. You can be better than that. Leipzig for Glory Hunter. Could be. I highly doubt you will start in England. Fair enough. I think what people need to know, and this is important, is that, so if I start in Germany and people aren't enthused by Germany, or I start in Italy and people aren't enthused by Italy, that at some point I will be in England. And by the same token, if I start in England and then I end up in another country, like, it's going to happen. I'm going to be in all 5 major leagues at some point. I'm not going to be in one for 10 years. Like, it's just not going to happen. So, yeah. Decker is consistently injured at the moment, which is not good. But in terms of league form, City coming up, we're doing all right. We're now 2 points behind. Did these boys drop points? City drop points. Liverpool drop points. Zaruki beat... That's he's the problem in all of this. Zaruki. He is the problem. If he starts banging goals in a bit more consistently as well, we're in all sorts of bother. But we've got Bayern next, and we've won one, lost one in the Champions League. So, and this is the toughest game. It's a bit of a group of death, to be honest. Napoli, Bayern, and Valencia is not easy. So, do I think Hodgson's the best man for the job at Palace? Probably. Probably. Afternoon, Ben. How are you today, good sir? I'm very well, thank you, Aaron. Thank you for asking. Is it going to be 20 seasons even if you hit your goal early? Yeah. I probably shouldn't admit this. I think doing it in 20 seasons is bloody hard. I'll tell you why, because I've got to win the World Cup and the European Championships. Like, that is the bit that I think is the challenge. I think the rest of it might be not easy, but like somewhat routine. I think the rest of it, I mean, the international competitions, because I don't have many chances at that. I'll have four chances probably. I won't get the chance at the beginning. The easiest thing to do would be to start as England manager. No, it'd be to start as, I don't know, who's the best international team right now? France. Bayern. Well, I'm going to show Spurs fans. Tune in, right? This is how you beat Bayern away. I know that you played them at home, but this is how you beat Bayern in the Champions League, especially in the group stages. You just watch. You get a load of this, right? You bring out this formation, and you say, "Come on, then." If you think we've not got the players to play this, we can't play this formation. No, we can't do it. Sorry. No, you stick with this and hope that it just wins. Yeah, you do. Sorry, gang. I would change, but we haven't got Deckers, and we haven't got Dwayne Taylor. Oh, Oliveira's back. Hang on, sorry. No, I'll take that back. I didn't even see him there. Oliveira back in the sides. Koeman back in the sides. Aha! Here we go. Get a load of this. Away from home, attacking. We're going for them. They've got some really good players. Like, the front two are really, really good. So, I tried to sign Tomas, but I didn't get him. So I got Boris ND instead. Someone said in the comments yesterday, I thought Boris ND stood for Boris No Deal, which I thought was quite funny. But I was a little annoyed that he was trying to make my videos political, because I've said in the Huddersfield save I did, remember that it's not political. I just spilled water all over myself. That's gone really well. Sorry, everyone. That's really lowered the tone. Is he offside? The assistant stopped. Is he off? Oh, God. Oh, what was the jump? Sorry. No. What's the little jump here all about? I'm so confused. What is that? What was that? Sorry, I'm not being funny. We've conceded because of a little jump. I'm so lost. What on earth was that? Why has he jumped? What's he jumping over? Why has he jumped? I can't work it out. I don't know why he's jumped. Luckily, if we win the 7-2, everyone's got a promise to retweet it, by the way. Because that would be amazing. Equally, if I lose 7-2. Oh, we're back already. Look at that. No messing. It's pretty normal. Why are you flipping, bro? I've never seen it on the game this year, and I've got 1,000 hours plus. So don't give me this. It's pretty normal, bro. Like, it's not. He jumped with literally nobody near him. If he was jumping over a challenge, that would be fine. It wasn't even a slide tackle. He just jumped. Like, oh, dearie me. I've lost it. I've lost the plot. Why are you flipping, bro? He's giving me that. Give me that cheek. I don't know about anyone else. I don't know if you've seen it. Smoke a doobie, it won't seem that way. Oh, well, this guy has got everything mapped out. I didn't realise you were here to give life advice. Deary me. Some people. Oh, challenge from Gibb. No! Could that be a red card? No, it could not. Oh, free kick. Barely a free kick, he won the ball. Well, you're on the public forum. Who is... I mean, I don't want to be... But, like, I am here. I am free to give advice. I don't want it. I don't want any advice. You're more likely to get blocked at this point for being a bit odd. Just relax, mate. I think you should maybe have a puff, if that makes sense. Do you think FM ratings will ever be sorted for goalkeepers? I hope so. Okay, chill. I was chilled. I was just surprised at someone jumping. I should stop. We're 1-1. Josh, that message has not been posted. YouTube do not allow that. I was just pressing... Now, if you meant to put your buttons, that gives you... Can we time him out for 10... I'm timing him out for 10 seconds. Because I'm not... Oh, Oliveira. You're the worst people. If you come along and you're intentionally trying to irritate me, no. So you've got... I don't know what, a 30-second... I think that's a 5-minute timeout. I'm not cool with it. I don't want you to come and try and push my buttons. Don't be daft. It just makes everyone else more annoyed. You ruin what was a happy stream. Oh, dear me. There's about 40 seconds left here. And we might even get another one. Go on. Oh! Now, Tottenham fans, pay attention. This is how you do it. We're 3-1 up now. The group is looking horrible, to be honest. Look at this. Reece Nelson. And then Herrera. Oh! The man's a god. We're so good. We're so good. This has got 7-2 written all over it. I'm convinced. Keep it up, boys. Come on. And for those that are like, what system are you playing, Ben? What brilliant tactic have you got going on? Hello. See, Formation Man strikes again. Bayern can't handle this. I'm back. I am back. Half an hour to go. I'll take 3-1. I know I'm sort of jokingly saying 7-2. I will be very happy with a 3-1 away win at Bayern. No. This is why. Oh, my goodness. Are you concerned about the lack of changes for the next FM? The problem Football Manager have got, and they've had this problem for years. I'm very political when I answer questions about Football Manager. I don't answer the question direct. The problem we've got is that Football Manager is quite a difficult game to massively change year on year. Are there things I think they could massively change? Yeah, absolutely. Oh no, Kurtovic scored. No, he hasn't. Tomas has scored. I don't know how, but are there things that can be massively improved? Sure, but are they? Should we expect them? Was last year quite a big change in terms of tactics and in terms of training? Like, it was a big year. There's no denying that it was a big year. So are we in a bit of a not that many changes year? I think development for long-term saves is going to be much better. I think quality of life is improved. Do I think it's a major improvement? From what I've not played the game yet. I can only go off what I've seen. No, I don't. I don't think it is. But that's been the case before. Years have gone by where we've seen like minimal change, and I still buy it and love it. I don't necessarily think that's... They've got me in a bind. That's the problem. But look, we'll see. Look, if it feels way better, and if it plays better, then they've done the job really. They've done the job really. And if you're not sure about whether to get it, wait 6 months, get it cheaper, and get it next year, or get it a release. Like, you hold the power. What I don't want to see. What I really want to see is people who have read the features that have been announced. They know what's coming. They buy the game and say it's the same game as last year. It's like you knew that the changes weren't massive and they were quality of life based. So don't then pretend like you didn't know. If you don't think it's enough of an improvement on 19, just play 19 again. Get a transfer update. Like, come on. Don't be daft. I don't want to see that. I feel like the frustration, we talked about career mode a little bit earlier on. Like, if you're a career mode player, not a YouTuber, if you're a player of career mode and you bought the game, like, day one, first week, expecting it to be absolutely, like, perfect and changed, you know the FIFA track record, then, like, and this might sound harsh, but you've only really got yourself to blame there. Like, just wait a little bit. It's still going to be there. You can still play it for the same period of time. Like, just chill. Which FM's been your favourite? I think every year I enjoy it, like, year on year. Because they do make, like, you can't deny really, they do make the game better every year. Like, it doesn't go backwards. That's one thing you can say. Like, some games go backwards. There's FIFAs we've played, for those of you that play FIFA, that have gone backwards in the last few years, that have not been as good. And you can't say that. I don't think, personally, I don't think you can say that for FM ever. Like, I think it's always gone forward, which is huge. Like, it's a massive factor. Like, it's always better. I think we probably take that for granted as people that play the game regularly. Like, there's loads of games that go backwards. So, it's just whether you think the improvement is enough to justify the money that you pay. Look, if you've played this year for 1,000 hours or 500 hours, work out the cost per hour, and then you decide if you think it's worth it. And for me, I know I make videos on it, so it's slightly different. But even if I didn't, like, it would still be worth it for me. That's what you like. If you put 200 hours into this year or 100 hours into this year, maybe next year's game's not worth the 30 quid or 40 quid. But if you've got 1,000 hours, you know you're going to put 1,000 hours in. You're paying for like 3p an hour, whatever it is. Like, it's probably worth it. The maths might have been terribly wrong there. Which FM have you got the most hours in? Good question. I can find out though. Let's have a look, shall we? Looking on my games library. I don't have FM 10 on this, weirdly. I had it on another Steam account by accident, so that went well. But Football Manager 2011, so this was pre-videos, to give you some idea. I don't think I've ever, like, announced this or released this information. But yeah, FM 11, 766, 12, 149. Didn't play a lot of 12, apparently. 13, 893. 14, 1,230. 15, 1,650. 1,650. 16, 1,418. 17 was 1,111. So 17 didn't have as many hours on 17 at all. That probably just I didn't stream it as much. 18 was 1,500 hours, and 19. Let's have a look. It's at the top. 19 currently 1,300 hours, and we're probably on for about 1,400. So it's a pretty average year for me. And to give you some idea, I've got 1,900 on CS:GO, and I've played that for 4 years. So, oh no, we've conceded. So I don't know what the answer to the question was there. What game I've got the most hours in? 16 was it? It was the 1,500 one, wasn't it? No, yeah, 15. 1,650. I could read your jacks out, work the spaces out, but I don't want to embarrass him, honestly. Do it anyway, you said. Oh, okay, hang on. Jack's a loser, though, so it's slightly different. It's not really fair. Right. So, would anyone like to guess how many hours Jack's got on this year's game? If you said 4,200, you'd be right. I'm a supreme on CS. Unlucky boys, things haven't gone right for us. Do we change it tactically here? Lashley's struggling for fitness and he's not playing very well, so we'll get him off. No, like we're saying, like Jack's got 4,000 hours, right? But it's not like he that's only his second highest ever. FM14, 4,800. The least amount he's got was FM12, where he had 540. Did no one play FM12? Was that the game no one played? 15, 2000. So Jack's got like 500 plus hours. He's got 4,800 on 14. Last year he had 2,600. I should say, and Jack would want me to say this, so I shall say this for you, Jack, just to give you some leeway. Jack has done like big simulations before, where he's been on the game for extended periods. Go on! Yes! So, like, it's not like he sat there and played all of those hours. He has done simulations, which, like, take a long time as well. So I'll give him a bit of leeway. So he's probably only at, like, 3,000. You think my defence needs improving? I concede way too many goals for a top team. I just want to see how correct that is, based on the league campaign. So, this is great because I don't get to do this in videos. I get to immediately respond with, I've got the second best record in the league so far. Like, so I don't agree. I think my system's probably all right. And I got to show it off. If they score 2 more now, obviously I'll feel a fool. But oh no, oh, flipping heck. So our record's pretty good. All right, trying to bring on some pace up top. Last 20 minutes. That City defense is tired. Go on. Oh, what was that? I mean, I'm not. Oh, the deflection. If they score from this, flipping heck. Blue skies fade to grey. Yeah, I don't think we score enough goals. Our chance creation, we looked at this a little bit yesterday. Go on, please. Go on. Referee. Referee. What? Referee. Oh, no, now Gibbs just flown in. Wait, what's been called? What's happened? What? What? I don't even know. 5 minutes left. I'm going positive as well. I'm trying to win this. Look at City and not City, sorry. Look at Liverpool and United at the top there. Nissen! No, he's done it! Come on! Come on! Take him on down. You can't hear it, but that's what I'm listening to at the moment. Ah. Oh. Woo! You love to see it. You love to see it. Oh, defensive. Yeah, good idea. Sharp. Come on, boys. Oh, no. Why are we having highlights? I really should have made it like, I know full well. Oh, no. Okay. I don't think the changes have happened yet. I think it's gone into like full game mode. Radaby, get on there and just sit in there. Is this in like weird full game mode? No, it's not. There's actually a highlight. Oh. No. Did Morris get the assist as well, by the way? What a substitution. And Nissen got the goal as well. Oh. Is there another goal for us in this? Is there? No. Stop them. Oh. No. No. I can see it. No. Oh. We're fine. Flipping heck. Hold on. Yes. Come on. What a win. Away at the Emirates. Come on. I'm well happy. Come on. Yes. We're going to win the league, viewers. I'm so excited. What a win. I thought we were going to get beaten that one as well. Oh. Which Hero to Villain players, which Villa players from Hero to Villain would you name your top 5 ranking? Oh, blimey. Hurtado, Jonovic, Lemons. Oh, my God. The microphone fell over. Lemons would be in there. Jack Hurst. Garrido. I probably missed a centre-back out there, actually. Did I say away at the Emirates? Sorry, away at the Etihad. My bad. See? I would have cut that out normally. Or I just would have forgotten and not noticed. You've had a bad day. Ooh, you had a bad day. I realise you can't hear it. Stop singing it, Ben. What a result. Where's Boris? I think she should put the word cocking. No, she's injured at the moment. I think Boris is doing a brilliant job of Brexit. If by brilliant, he is probably going to mean it won't happen. Oh. Keep going, Boris, mate. Given that you have more wins now, will you be uploading this tactic? Would wish to try it out for myself? Yeah, I'll do it at the end of the stream. Try and remind me. If you're still here. We've got 339 people tuned in. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Cheers. Is this empty? Nearly. Did I just say Kieran Gibbs is England manager? No way. Dylan Chambers? Yeah, I'll be up there as well. I think Lemons goes down as one of like the heroes of the whole game world. And then Marky Fletcher, he was a Boston legend, wasn't he? Not really a Villa legend. Just stop and stare. It's funny. We're like our Discord at the moment. We're all over FIFA right now. Me, Jack, Proudy, and Joey from the Proudy Effect. For those that have watched that club series, best club series on YouTube, by the way. Amazing series. We're all playing FIFA like quite a lot at the moment, and little Joe is desperate to get a good goalkeeper. And last night I packed Allison, and Proudy packed De Gea this morning, and he can't believe it. Just from doing squad builders as well. That's funny. I like that. I've been having problems with outshooting my opponent but not scoring goals, or worse, losing 1-0. I suspect it's a similar problem I've had this year, is that my ability to create clear-cut chances this year is way down on what it has been previously. I don't know what's wrong with it, but I just haven't been as good at doing it this year. I don't know why. Somniac! Right. Let's do a quick tweet, I think. This is going to look weird for a moment on stream, so just bear with me. Basically, I've windowed it. I will say, actually, this will give me... I'm going to give you an example of something while we do this. I'm just doing some... Oh, did I not use this tactic? Oh, whatever, I did for the other one. Whatevs. Ah, where's the tactic gone? I beat Bayern with this. So it's a legitimate thing. Alright. There we go. Everything is as it seems. What a tactic. It's working fantastically well. Turns slow. Oh, they've just announced Team of the Week on FIFA. I'll have to have a look, see if there's anyone I would want. As it seems. Again, if you're watching the VOD on this, I'm so sorry that I'm just messing about here. My sincerest apologies. Oh, no, that's not the link. I want my own link for this stream. You think it'd be easy, wouldn't you? If you want to retweet it, viewers, you're more than welcome to on Twitter at Dr. Benji. Right, battling forward. Newcastle in the Karabao Cup. A chance for us to do a bit of rotation, I think. Ella is going to get a game. We're going to give... I want to play Radaby, so we'll keep him in there. Ray can come in on that left-hand side. John Sawyer can get a going goal. I should probably play Delit, but I won't on this occasion. Anyone else that needs game time? Hoosman does really, but it's tricky. Let's randomly change it to that for one game. Maybe not attacking. That's probably better. Who else is struggling? Gibb. We'll get Gibb out. I'll play Chesney at left back. He's a really good defender, and why not? All right, anyone that I would use who's in form this week? No. No. Literally no one. Right, it's a really rubbish team of the week. Which is funny because if it was a really good team of the week, people would say, "Oh, you're just trying to cash in on your team of the week." Like, but obviously when it's not good, it's slightly different. Did you say the Proudy effect? The Proudy effect you can encourage Proudy by bringing it back by clicking this link. Yeah, you can. He'll definitely listen. We've played a bit of Pro Clubs this year. It's actually really fun. I think it's the best FIFA in years. I'm really happy. I play on PC because there's no point. Like all my friends play on PC. I always thought like that's where you should get the game. You should get if you want to play a game with other people, especially, just get it on the one that your friends have got it on. And FIFA on PC is alright. Like it looks better. The menus are better, but the player base is just like probably a fifth. That's the only problem. Would you rather Liverpool give a permanent starting position to Jay Spearing or David Ngog? Probably Spearing. Jay Spearing, like, there's rumours going around that Fabinho has modelled his game off Jay Spearing. So it would make sense to me, I think, as there's surely a goal here. Or not. Do you still use a controller? Yeah. I don't know anyone that doesn't use a controller on PC. This one, I use for clarification, I use this one here, which is plugged in with a cable. I need to tidy my desk, actually. I left it as a bit of a mess before I went away because I was just camped in here for 3 days making videos. And it needs a bit of a tidy up, so I think when I finish streaming, I will tidy my office. As you can see, there's a ladder behind me at the moment. That's gone really well. Doesn't matter if I'm live or not. Just cock it up all the time. Yeah, because it's all the people that have done the SBC thinking he would get an inform. That's why. But he has just been part of a team that lost... Is this really slow for anyone else? That lost 70. Did he play, actually? I didn't even watch the game last night. I thought it wouldn't be that good. Right, Liverpool are battering... Is it Sunderland? I'm at that point now where I think maybe I should have played a stronger 11 because I actually want to like do well and win something this year. But the problem is all the good teams are still in it still, so it's never going to be easy. They're going to cut this up. Oliveira, oh, he was on him. He got subbed off. Okay. Does that mean he was having a bad game? What is that ladder? It's for the loft. We had to get the suitcases out of the loft, so... didn't he score against me last time I played Newcastle? Now, this is admittedly not a league game, so I'm not overly bothered. Poch to go, mate. Anyone saying Poch to go is out of their mind. The difference he's made to Spurs, like, come on. You're crazy if you sack it. It'd be similar if Liverpool or City sacked Guardiola or Klopp right now. Like, come on. It'd be like Bournemouth sacking Eddie Howe after losing like 4-0 to Watford. Like, don't be daft. We're back in the game, by the way. We've got a chance. Ray's having a poor one, so we'll get him off. I'm also going to bring on... I mean, he's not going to really enjoy this, but I'm going to put Nissan out on that wing. He'll be fine. I tried to give Hoosman a little bit of football. That's why he played. This Bentaleb fella is a nightmare. He scored against me last time as well. Demand more, someone said. I'm waiting for these to take effect first. There we go. Demand more. There you are, I've done it. If I score now, you can have the credit for this win. I don't want the credit. Just a little switcheroo, you know. That makes way more sense. Get penalty takers on. Oh, yeah, that's true. Shall I see if I've got any in the wings? Nope. Yes. Is Boris good at pens? He's not, is he? He's okay. We'll leave him out there. All right, for Oliveira. It's a bit of a gamble. We've not long left to go in it. Look at that. I hope we score. Oh, go on. Please. Ah, that'd have been great. All right, we've got some decent penalty takers on the pitch. It better not go to extra time. Yes. Look at that. All 3 subs are penalty gods. Oh, we're going to have to get rid of Reece Nelson here. All right. We'll just slot Koeman in like a second, actually. Come on then, boys. Come on, the boys. Come on, the boys. Newcastle in blue. We're in red. So let's hopefully just save the first one. Sawyer. Oh, it's not even Gentile, is it? I forgot. Oh, no. Nissen, he was brought in. Will he score his penalty? Yes. We're fine. We're relaxed. We're calm. We're happy. The number 2 for Newcastle. Ukuzun Gulam. Or Gulum, even. There we are, then. Hasn't Poch lost the dressing room a bit? I don't know. Is there any evidence that he has? I don't really know. Right. We just need him to save one, or we just need him to miss. Hit the post. Go on, do it for me. Oh, Sawyer! There we go. What a save. Sandu now. On that side, maybe? Yep. Come on. Yes! The penalty-taking Supremos are out in force. Markovic. If we save this, it's almost game over, viewers. Oh. Never mind. Herrera. I put him on 4th for a reason. Mr. Clinical. The experience. Come on, mate. Yeah, as cool as you like. Newcastle now got to score. As the pressure is on, Engel is taking it. I was rejected as Newcastle manager in the save, remember? Rejected. And this, in our final season, the redemption tour continues as Sawyer saves away to his right. Ready? Ready? Oh, if you'd have gone right, you'd have saved it. All right, well, now it's all on Boris, is it? Is Boris stepping up? Come on, Boris. Don't mess this up, mate. To win it for us, to send us through to the next round of the Carabao Cup, a competition I know you're all looking forward to see me win. Come on, Boris. I almost can't look, viewers. Boris! Yes! Who says I'm not enjoying this save? This is a delight. Well done, lads. Good win. 1-1 over the game. Brighton next as well before we give Bayern another pumping. Sensational. Sensational. Absolutely amazing. Liverpool won their game. Bristol City, Manny has knocked out Manchester United. Chelsea, gone. Ah. It's all coming up lovely. Look at this. Liverpool the only good side left in it. I think maybe... Are United still in it, though? Oh, yeah, no, sorry, United are out. City lost to Leeds. I didn't even see that. Was that on the last screen? Oh, a 93rd minute penalty. Oh, we're winning this. We are winning this. Look at the teams left in it. Just don't get Liverpool next round. Or do get Liverpool and then romp to victory. We've got 2 options. Liverpool are like easily... Well, us and them are the best 2 sides left in it. Come on. Come on. Come on. Don't want Liverpool. Just give me anyone but them. Carabao Cup quarter-final draw. We want Liverpool to play someone like Leicester. Someone like still like relatively decent. And we want to play a championship side to get to the semi-finals. Carabao Cup quarter-final. Just not... I mean, I've said it so much now. It's almost bound to be, isn't it? That's the worst bit. Bristol City. Dangerous Bristol City. Play Barnsley in League One. Oh, that's so lucky. Liverpool to play Leicester. There it is. There it is. We want Forest, I think. Give us Forest. Ah! Never mind. Watford will do. Okay. That's worked out as well as it probably could have done. Yeah, I mean, the Championship team will be in the semi-finals. And potentially Barnsley will be in there. League One Barnsley doing it. So we've got Watford on the 17th, which I think will be next stream. Unbelievable scenes, viewers. You love to see it. You really do. You really do. Can we get a Cultaholic inspired like Spike on the stream? So if you're enjoying the stream, I see that 68 people have liked it so far. If you've yet to leave your like, do it. I can't see anything else. I can see concurrent viewers and likes. It says 68. That's all I can see on my thing. I like the fact it doesn't give me the dislikes. It's good. So I've got no idea. 76. We're flying. 86. It's motoring there. Do you need Origin Premier to play FIFA on PC? Nope. I just bought the game for £40 from a reputable code seller. There's a spike. 104. You love to see it. 106. It's motoring. Thank you, friends. I appreciate that. 108 now. Can we get it up to 120? I'd like it to go to 120 because that's a third. Then it's a third of the concurrent viewers. 120. So if you're not there yet, you might be on a phone. It might be a bit annoying, but go on. I wonder where people are watching from. Are people at school right now? What time is it? 3:15. Oh, people might just be getting out of school, I guess. Ah, it's falling. All right, we rested the boys in the last one. So we can bring a few players back into the side. Lashley's back in. Gentile's back in. David Gibbs back in. Good opportunity to actually rest players. That was good. We needed that. We play Brighton next, which should be routine. We'll bring Nelson back out there. Have we got someone to play through the middle now? I mean, Chesney should probably play instead of Rugby as well. There's not really anyone, is there? Can Herrera play there, though? I guess Herrera's probably our best bet in there. We need Randy Deckers back, though. The return of Deckers in a day, so he might be able to play a little bit against Bayern. Although it's a bit of a risk, isn't it? I guess Hoosman could play there. But we'll go for the striker in the shadow striker. You're at work. Would you rather Liverpool win the Prem or the Champions League? The Prem. Come on. Give us the league. I've actually made a prediction that I've not tweeted out or anything. I guess I could say it on this stream and then someone can find it in 8 months' time. Oh, no, I don't want to say it. It's only a prediction, though. I don't know the future. All right, I will say it. So I think this season, the way it's going, as of right now, this might be the curse, but hopefully not, that Liverpool will win the Premier League before we get to May. And I'll give you my logical reason as to why. So for years, people have made out, Liverpool not winning the league title. They'll never win a league title. But I think what will happen is City will falter, focus on the Champions League a little bit too much. And it'll be a little bit routine. And it'll be a little bit like, oh, that was a lot easier than anyone ever expected. I don't think it'll be like a dramatic title win. But I think, based on what we're seeing so far, what a save, by the way. This might be it. This might be the Liverpool title win, and it'll happen in April. And everyone will be a bit like, well, So that's my prediction. I think but what I will say is only if Liverpool win. If it gets to May, we've bottled it. But if it's in April, the thing is we don't bottle it anymore. We're very good. Oh, I don't know how to feel. I said yesterday on the stream, it's so hard to know how to react as a Liverpool fan at the moment. Because, we're not used to being good. Kessler, Hyder. There's just so many bodies. Brian can't deal with it. So, yeah, I think it might be a case of April will rock round. And Liverpool will need, a couple of wins or draw one or something and then snatch it. Who do we play, actually, in April? Where do I think we'll win it? That's my prediction. Let's have a look. So, in April. They're looking good here. Oh, Jonovic is playing and Foden. Oh, my goodness me. It's cannoned off the crossbar. So, April. We play Brighton or Villa. So, April, actually, we play City early in April. But then we play Villa, Brighton and Burnley. Before, in May, Arsenal, Chelsea, Newcastle. So, I think Liverpool might win it at the Amex at Brighton or at home to Burnley. Will Gerrard replace Klopp? Not at the moment. It'll depend, won't it? It'll depend on when Klopp leaves. If Klopp leaves this year, definitely not. If he leaves next year, no. If he leaves in 4 years' time and Gerrard's gone to a Premier League side before that, so I think he should. I don't think Gerrard should go from Rangers to Liverpool. personally. I think he should go from like, let me think of a good team where he could be, and then move to us. Like a Southampton, which would be ironic, obviously, because of the way that's worked. But, yeah, I would like to see that sort of thing happen. Well, that's quite far from Liverpool, and it's Southampton. So maybe not them. Yeah, people do worry about who's going to replace Klopp. I don't really think about it until I'm asked about it. It'll be such an un-Liverpool way of winning it, though. What? No. It won't be. It won't be. Yeah, in history, it might be. But look at the Champions League final. There's your blueprint for what I'm suspecting. You know. Look at the blueprint. We are calm and consistent. If Klopp goes, get Daniel Farke. That'd be cool. I like Farke a lot. But no, I think Pep Linders. I think it'll be Pep. Oh! It'll be Pep v Pep then. No, he'll have left City by then, I imagine. I think where Pep goes next is way more interesting than who replaces Klopp. Does he have to go to Italy? Like, I would love to see Pep at, like, Milan, AC Milan. That'd be cool. That'd be like a proper challenge. I do want to see, like, cause I think Pep's, and I love Jurgen. Don't get me wrong, he's my boy. But I think Guardiola is the best manager of the last 10 years, like comfortably. Personally, and loads of people think he's overrated, or Fraudiola and all this, or Bordiola, whatever you call him. But I think he's brilliant. I really do. So I'd love to see him tested at like a team that hasn't got it all, and see how good he can make them. Like, I wonder if he'll think that, you know. Pep at Spain, I reckon Spain would win stuff. They'd be back. I mean, if this is a goal, does Herrera head that across? That is an amazing assist if he has. Tell me he's headed this across. Oh! I mean, it's a decent header as well. Maybe the keeper kind of puts it in, but absolutely wonderful. Wonderful. I wish Rafa Benitez wasn't in China. You could do a great place like AC Milan. I'd like to see Pep there. If you had to lose Mane or Salah, who would you lose? I don't know. They're very similar. There's not really any, in my opinion, there's not really anything between them. They're both as effective as one another, so it wouldn't really matter. But the irony is, I think you could put players in those positions that are better than Mane and Salah. But I do think they're good. And Mane, I thought this would be the season that Mane might not be particularly good, and I've always thought that if Liverpool were to improve anywhere, it would be Mane, because I think technically, I don't know how much people watch Mane, like how close people watch Mane, but like technically, I don't think Mane's that good. I think in terms of like an explosive striker or forward that gets the best out of the tools he's got, he's absolutely brilliant. But in terms of like technical ability, I don't think he's as like at the level of these like world class talents. Like, people give Bale a lot of shit, but I think like Gareth Bale has got a lot more technical ability than someone like Mane. I don't necessarily think Bale is maybe as effective like over a season, but yeah. Your midfield isn't that good. We've just won the Champions League. We've won every game this season in the league. Like, what do you mean it's not good? What, compared to who? It's not good. That's fine to say, but compared to who? Whose midfield is better than ours at the moment? I mean, on paper, there's probably loads that are, but in terms of like engine rooms that work more efficiently, you won't get many better at the moment than Fabinho, Henderson, and Wijnaldum. Or stick Milner in there, stick Keita in there, even. Like, Man City's, I'll probably give you that. But if you can only... But okay, I'll put it this way. I wouldn't necessarily want Rodri over Fabinho. And I probably wouldn't want, like, who else plays centrally? They mix it up quite a lot in there, don't they? I'd give you that, though. I'd give you City's. That's fair enough. I think our defence is better than City's, but I think their central midfield is probably, like, I think De Bruyne's brilliant. I think De Bruyne's better than, potentially De Bruyne's better than any player we've got, apart from Van Dijk, probably. So, yeah, I'd give you De Bruyne. But I'd take Fabinho over Rodri. And then David Silva, Wijnaldum. I think that, honestly, people might think this is daft, but I think they're pretty similar. I think what they actually offer on a pitch at this point is pretty similar. 5 years ago, David Silva was potentially the best player in the Premier League and grossly underrated. But, yeah. I hate Van Dijk. He's brilliant. Anyway, the point I'm making is, the point someone made, your midfield isn't that good, is what you said. I don't think your midfield is bad, but that's the place where your team could improve the most. But again, who would you bring in? Who would you replace with who? That's the question I've got then. Who would you replace with who? Because if you take, and I know what people are going to say, right? We talked about the Bernardo Silva thing earlier, so feel free to rewind. Like, if you take Henderson out and put De Bruyne in, you get a really talented creative player, but then do you lose something in there because you're not getting the same work rate, the same engine, the same... I think people will think this is ridiculous, but I think Jordan Henderson maybe controls the tempo of a game slightly better than De Bruyne, but I think De Bruyne's better at pretty much everything else. But I think the way that Henderson manages games from a midfield position is really, really good. Such an underrated aspect of his game. Like, we play so much better when he's like leading the tempo of our play in terms of like recycling it. And people give him like shit for passing it backwards and sideways, but that's a major part of it. Like, drawing teams out a little bit by playing a certain way. Like, I don't think it's totally ridiculous. I do think De Bruyne is probably better at every other aspect of football than Henderson, but I'll put it up. I guess we can change it a little bit, right? Jurgen Klopp wouldn't want City's midfield three, and Pep Guardiola probably wouldn't want Jurgen Klopp's midfield three. Because that's probably right. Would you say? Like, systematically, Liverpool's midfield can't get that much better. And in the same way that systematically, City's midfield can't get that much better. You could fit more players into City's midfield than Liverpool's right now. But I think Klopp also proves that he could bring a lot of players in, and after 6 months to a year, they would fit the system. You know? We're rolling right now, by the way. I can just tell this system has like figured itself out. This is great. I think Firmino is fantastic. Obviously, goes without saying, really. Yeah, we both play a 4-3-3, but both play completely different. I think the only position that Guardiola isn't like completely sold on in his system is Aguero, but at the same time, like, he scores so many goals, so it's just like, I guess I'll just live with that then, because he's so good. Aguero, I think Aguero is underrated in the Premier League purely because he doesn't speak English like very well. I think that's the only thing he doesn't have over like the other top strikers that have existed in our league before. So, but it's interesting, isn't it? Who do I think the best 5 strikers in the world are right now? I'll tell you what, I don't see nearly enough of him to say, but the Lewandowski goal, the one he scores after, I don't know how many he got yesterday, but the one after the flick he did on the byline, the finish for that goal, I watched it like 20 times. That's one of the best finishes I've seen for a long time. That was amazing. Like, legitimately amazing. What a strike that was. Unreal. Top 5 strikers in the world, though. See, like, I probably wouldn't put Bobby in there because I don't think he's a striker. He's a false 9. He's not a striker. I'd put Kane in it. You'd probably still put, like, Ronaldo in it if you're saying Ronaldo's a striker, which I think you are now. Aguero would be in it for me. Aubameyang would be pretty close. Again, I don't really see enough of Lewandowski to know. Kane, really? Yeah, man. Absolutely. Kane is so underrated by people. I think Kane's so good. Kane's probably like one of the players in the Prem I admire like most outside of the Liverpool team. Definitely like my top 5. Suarez, not at the moment. Can we move on to Chelsea and how good their young'uns have been this season? Yeah, they've been good. We talked a little bit about Chelsea earlier though. In that, I'd be interested to see how they do in December. Like that's going to be really interesting, I think. Lewandowski goes down as like one of the most underrated strikers of all time. Again, it's partially because he plays in Germany and he's Polish. It's just unfair. Because he's so good. He's got a similar reputation to like Cavani, I think, but I think he's always been a better player than Cavani. I don't know what word they think isn't allowed there. Pookie. So yeah, Cardi's got not a very good reputation, I don't think, within Europe. Cardi's got a similar reputation to like Ashley Barnes. No, not Ashley Barnes. I don't like again. I think Lewandowski's better than Cavani, but I think their reputations are very similar. People would group those two to get those two players together a lot, I think. But I think Lewandowski's proven he's better. Where would Sturridge be if he hadn't been injured so much? It'd be up there. I think at the last World Cup, I think it was, or the Euros, whenever Sturridge was last in the England setup, I think it was the Euros, he was definitely our most talented striker. It was Kane's first tournament. And at that point, Sturridge was still ahead of him in terms of pure talent, but he was just injury prone. It's very sad. Pep doesn't like strikers. Yeah, Lewandowski though, didn't he? Didn't he play Lewandowski? I'm sure he did. He quite liked him. I think he's always looked for that Messi, hasn't he? And he's never really found a Messi anywhere other than Barcelona. But at Barcelona, like, it's such a weird thing. Like, for me, you know, the Ferguson even United thing, and everyone looked forward to it. If you weren't a United fan, you looked forward to it for a long time. There's probably some United fans that were intrigued by it. But I don't think there's many Barcelona fans that are waiting for Barcelona without Messi. Especially when they're getting like a bit of a preview as to what's that like with Real Madrid. Now Real Madrid haven't got Ronaldo. It's like, oh man, this could be weird. This could be really, really weird. It's going to be fascinating. It's going to be really fascinating. What do you think about the Bernardo Silva tweet? I talked about it earlier, so you'll have to rewind. Pookie has to be up there. Not quite. He's very good, but he's not like... He's good on FIFA. Oh, everyone's tired. Okay, that's fine. Randy Deckers. He's come back from injury, and I'm going to risk him straight off the bat, which is a bit of a gamble. Basically, we've gone for a full rotation here. Where are Burnley in the league? Okay, 16th. So it's a bit of a risk, but it's a risk worth taking. I also made it, by the way, I don't know if anyone's noticed, at the start of the season, I changed it so all my games are on Saturdays and Wednesdays. Otherwise, this stream would be very, very painful, having to wait for like the timed differences of playing, which is what it's been like for the entire save. And I was like, oh yeah. It's basically you use it for network games ordinarily, but it just makes gameplay so much more fun. The amount of processing you do, which like feels needless, is just so unwanted. Especially in October. Hey there, Glory Hunter, how are you planning on going about moving to a new league? Are you going to jump on the first decent job to open up, or are you going to wait for a top flight job? All sorts, mate. We're going to have to look at what we can achieve and who wants us. We could get into a situation, right? And this is entirely possible. We could get into a situation 4 years in. What? What's just happened there? That we've won nothing. And we're like panicking, and we might have to take a job low down. What if we get sacked from our first job? People have got to consider this. It could happen. Whereas we've got to hope that our first job goes quite well. Otherwise, we're in all sorts of pain. Who's this guy, by the way? Sheu. Great first touch. Our defender trips over, and then, well, I don't really know what's happened there. Gentile stood in the wrong place. Ben Chilwell, Max Aarons. Nelson. No, no. Comparing Pookie to Kane. Well, I think they're probably joking. But also, he's got a good goal record this year. Yeah, Brian's on it. You'd love to see it. Oliveira. Oh, what the dickens. Best new feature of FM20. They've changed the colour slightly. It's a different tone of purple. No, I think that, all jokes aside, I think the development centre's good. I think the development centre is just a really nice way of looking at how your players are improving. I'd like to see what... my interest is always in the things that they've not showcased yet, that you find 3, 4, 5 weeks into the game. That's gone in, has it? Have they kicked it in? What did he do there? Did Randy Deckers push him? Where's City Skylines, bro? I've been in New York for a week, mate. I recorded all my FM stuff, and I didn't have time to do any City Skylines. I was away last week, all week in New York. I should say, in these 2 streams, I've not even mentioned it, really, so you should take credit. I should get credit for that. Because you know my reputation. How has that not gone in? You've probably got Royston, if you're listening. You've probably got it on auto quality. If you change it to higher quality, it'll be fine to 1080. It should be 1080, 60 FPS. It should be, the quality should be absolutely fine. I'm looking at it here. You should be able to fix it. Favorite non-FM YouTuber to watch? Oh, you joking? What is this? I don't want to be losing to Burnley at home. No. No, I'm staying with it. I'm sticking with this. We win 5-2. I'll feel happy about it. Yours did randomly too. Apparently a few people did. That's weird though. But I suggest, I predict you all had it on auto, and that's why I did it. No, come on. How many shots have they had? Ah! Fuming. We've had the same on target. No, we haven't. We're back. Come on. I'm sticking with this. You got to trust the system. Oh, what is this highlight? If I was hungry, what would I be eating? Yeah, that's a good question. I'm not hungry at the moment, though. I had some sweet chili crisps earlier. So... Oh my god, what is going on? The connection dipped. It says on my end it's an excellent connection. And it's fine. So I don't know. Come on, big chance. Let's go in the 2-2. Oh, come off it, game. How have we not had a clear-cut chance? They've had 2. I think clear-cut chances are based on if there's space in the goal to shoot in without someone next to you. I'm gonna bollock him here. Come on, lads, show a bit of desire. I'm gonna say no more than that. Give them 10 minutes to fix this, and if they don't, we start to make moves. I've played a weakened side today because we're a little bit tired and we need a bit of a rest. And this is what they give me. Rubbish. A lot of you. Come on. Come on. Go on, Sandua. This is good football. Deckers. Beautiful ball out to Morris. Ball's got to be good, though. It isn't good. Seconds. Go on. What are you doing? I'm getting cross now because this is going to cost me the league. I've got to just keep the faith. I think that's the way this has got to go. Chesney from centre-back. You can see we're trying to do everything we can here. Like, we're not sitting back. Ball in, Herrera. The better count. Come on. He's a god. I love him. I love him. Any more thoughts on Thames? FM21. Gig and pressing demands decent stamina from midfielder, but just decent technical ability. So Henderson and Milner look great compared to David Silva when they had other responsibilities. There you are. In summary. How is this formation even working? Formation man, mate. If they score again, I'm going to be absolutely cross. No. Oh. These fireworks are good. What are we going to do now? See, Scotty just knows. He knows what's up. Win this back. How are we getting so overrun? It's because we're attacking. Right, Deckers is knackered. I need to bring Deckers off, really. But Oliveira's having a shocker. We're going to switch to that. So it's pretty much the same, but we've now got midfielders. The roles actually sorted themselves out quite neatly there. In fact, I might change to the... where are we? Okay. The FM19 match engine is just stupid. No, I'm just a genius. See, when I do well, the match engine's stupid. Right. Let's change it to that. Do you know what it needs? The pace of Nissan. Oh, Boris now, Nissan. This is what we need. Nissan's going to score the winner here, and the crowd are going to go absolutely wild. I can't wait. Go back to attacking. Final few minutes. Nelson, free kick. Oh, you're joking. I don't want to drop points to Burnley. I really don't. Come on. No. Stretch the play. Final 3 minutes. Rubbish. I can't believe it. Unless. Oh. Awful. You were unlucky today. I'm trying to keep confidence high. I could have got in on them there, but I thought no. We've only lost one game this season, Ace Reynolds. I've just beaten Bayern Munich twice. Come on. Give me some credit. I'm not happy about that, though. The problem are, United just keep winning. Whenever they got a difficult run of fixtures... Oh, they lost to Hertha. Of course they did. And they lost on penalties to Bristol City. Like, come on. Oh, that's a fun little run they've got coming up. Ooh. Yeah. See, that's nice. I like the look of that. And also, actually, you can include that away Champions League game in there as well. Excellent. That's not easy. Well, that might be our moment right there. Should I give you one of my top tips? I'm about to change lives here, okay? Because I realise that not everyone who watches these YouTube streams watches me on Twitch, so you might not know this. But I'm about to change lives, okay? If you play Football Manager, some of you will do this already, I'm fully aware. If you play Football Manager with a mouse, right? What you need to do, right? A mouse that looks similar to this, maybe. This is the, for those that are interested, this is the Logitech G703. I always forget what it is. G703, which has got little buttons on the inside, right? These little clicky buttons here that my thumb goes next to, like so, right? Bind one of those buttons to continue. So look, hands free. You see? It's genius. It's genius. Are you still using your Dell keyboard from the 90s? Brian, the fact you don't think that I've improved my equipment since I use a Dell keyboard from the 90s would be absolutely correct. I do still use a Dell keyboard from the 90s. It's a fact. Genuine Dell keyboard from the 90s. It says Dell on it. I can't twist it the right way, but it does say Dell. There, look, Dell keyboard from the 90s. And I'm a Supreme on CSGO. Sorry. Top 11 Minza. That didn't go through, mate, because you said a whole thing. But yeah, you can bind continue to that button on the inside. It will change your life. The fact it's not already binded there is infuriating. Respect the Dell equipment, exactly. But it's brilliant. A sponsored video right here. If Dell would like to sponsor me, they are more than welcome to. I've used this I've cleaned this keyboard at least 10 times in my life. I keep using it. I really like it. I don't know why I really like it, but I really like it. I just like it. It's at least 10 years old. When was this keyboard made? Can we find out? Oh, it's so old. There's not a date on it. Improper or prolonged keyboard use may result in injury. I've used it for years. There's no date on it though. You can't put it in the bin apparently. It's for those that are interested. If someone wants to look this up for me, actually, that'd be great. So it's keyboard model RT7D50. That's RT7D50. That's the keyboard I use. So if someone can find out when that was put into production. I'm looking myself now. I need to know. I think it's 2000. It might be even 2008. So it's at least 10 years old. That's it. That's my keyboard. So if I ever lose this, it's good to know that it's not actually available anymore, which is a bit of a worry. Oh, they're on eBay. They're on eBay. How much are they going for on eBay? There's one. £7.50. Brilliant. Yeah. So it's 2006 apparently. So I use a keyboard that is literally 13 years old. Amazing. I love that. Oh. No one else is using a keyboard 13 years old. There's no way. I love my Dell keyboard. And I'm supreme on CSGO with this. I know. Amazing. So I've got a keyboard older than Captain Derpy. Like, get on it. I've got a keyboard older than my viewers. How old am I then? Oh, God. If I own a keyboard older than my viewers. That's horrifying. Oh, no, I'm so old. I'm 30 next year, viewers. Do you still love me, even if I'm 30? When I first made videos, I was just a young 25, 24-year-old. I'm going to be 30 next year. What a journey we've been on together. Disaster. Oh, Key Dash, man. You've got to get on that, mate. You've got to start using it. That keyboard's 3 years older than me. Mad. To be fair, I'm like the 1988 keyboard is older than me. It's all downhill after 30 now. I'm excited. I think 30 will be good. The stream is sponsored by the year 2008. 2008, where better sometimes wish you could go back to. You're not wrong, mate. Nah, 2008 was rough. 2006, I'll take 2006, 7. Absolutely. If I could go back in time with my keyboard, I would. But I'd not met Ellie, but then I would know where to find her now. Which is so weird when you think about it. Which also sounds like a serial killer. But, yeah. I would quite like to go to 2007, I think. Back to 2007. I'd do lots differently, but I'd still choose to meet Ellie. Ah, that's nice. That's probably the nicest thing I've ever said. I'd do a lot differently, but I'd still choose to meet Ellie. I am playing with some poker chips. Can confirm. Oh, what a nice thing. It's a shame she won't hear that, really. You're 32, Jesus. Add-ons, any help? What? I mean, yeah. Sort it out si.com. Oh, our next game, viewers, for those that are excited, is against Aston Villa. I would choose to meet Megan Fox. I would as well if it was 2008. No, because I think she's a bit older than me, Megan Fox. I hope she is. Back on your first date with Ellie with your keyboard. No, I met Ellie, to be fair, for those that don't know, and I've not seen Girlfriend versus FM, I met Ellie in 2008. 2008. And we've been together for 11 years this month, or last month. 11 years. Hang on, viewers. we're sorting out my Football Manager tournament briefly. So sorry about this game. Right. Plans are afoot. So I know I was just texting. It's big news coming soon. I can't wait to talk to people about this, by the way. I'm so excited. We've got, no, for those who don't know, I'm planning, or I'm part of the planning for the biggest Football Manager tournament ever. That's what I'm selling it as now. And, yeah, just sorting out some details. I can't wait. It's going to be sick. When did he send me that? Lunchtime. Oops. Bigger than the 30k on Insomnia last year. Maybe. I support Liverpool. All will be revealed, little duck. All will be revealed. We're not there yet, though. We're probably about a month away. Ben, you seen Spurs' new kit sponsor? I have not. Right then, Villa. I assume it's a joke about the score, but 7-up. Okay, there you are. We can go back to our full-strength team for this one, though. I'm not going to play Randy Deckers because he's tired. Boris is going to come back in as well. As is Kuzman and Gibb at left back. And we're good to go. Strongest 11. I'll tell you who's been a bit of a revelation. Reece Nelson's been really good for me. 4 assists. Is Liverpool the top team nearest to you? Sadly not, no. The top team closest to me is Amsterdam. Amsterdam, Ajax. Or Norwich. It's Norwich and then Ajax. I didn't really look through the Villa sides. Oh shit. Oh my god. I told you, he's amazing. This Chambers goal is ridiculous. Sorry again, people watching the VOD. Sorry, I was just biz. Right, we just dropped points to Burnley. So if we drop points, we've got Liverpool coming up soon as well. So if we drop points to Villa as well, flipping heck. I live in Belgium. No, I don't. I live in Norfolk. But in terms of big sides, it's Norwich and then Ajax in terms of distance from me. I wish I was joking. I really do. But it's quite hard to go and watch lots of quality football when you live where I live. It took me 3 hours to get to Boston. Actually, I say Amsterdam. It might be Leicester. And then the London clubs. Do you go out the Norfolk Broads a lot? We went this summer. So that was good. We went this summer. We try and go every year. Cause it's a really fun day out, to be fair. Just getting a boat and just chilling on the Broads. Man, I thought we'd have scored by now. I guess we'll try not to be quite so aggressive with our attacking and see if that helps. I'm changing the system at half time. How do you know that? Vergara, Goykov, Chambers, Menace, Barons, Obermeyer, Morgan. Lloyd Morgan's a top player for me, actually. Love Lloyd Morgan. What have I missed? Well, you can go back and click through if you wish to. But you've missed a fair bit. I will be doing a summary video after this. I'm going to aggressively say, where's the passion, lads? And then change to this. Who do you keep out? They're all playing terrible. Lahaida's a bit fresher, so we'll bring him on. Fabrice and Koujman in the centre in that combination. Because we've not got Guendouzi for some reason. This is bold, but I'm going to bring Herrera on as well. Because I just think his experience and positioning in this system is just better. I don't know. Maybe he'd be better. No, the more I think about it, the more I think it's the other way around. But we've got to win, though. This is too close. Villa are putting up a right fight. Meneses is having a classic Meneses game, though, so that's good. Win this now. Got to create a chance for someone. Or just do that, Lahaida. I knew it was right to keep you out there. I knew it. Come on. Happy days. Happy days. Come on. What a goal. I've just remembered as well, you can't hear the music I'm listening to, so when I'm silent, there's actually nothing happening. I'm so sorry. No. No! Oh my goodness me, Obermeyer. So we get this. We get to 33. Come on. And we need United to falter in the next few games. I'm debating changing something, but I think the only move is to bring Nissan on, play two up front, take Nelson off. Or do you bring Randy Deckers on? Because he's just different gravy. I think you bring Deckers on, advanced playmaker attack, and just see if he can produce a moment of magic. He's so much better than everyone else on the pitch. So, although Lahaida, referee, he's gone. 15 minutes probably with injury time. 15 minutes of 10 men. Come on. Please. We need Randy Deckers to produce a moment for us. I'm not going to try and work it into the box. We're just going to try and create a chance, a moment. Are you kidding me? Anyone? There's something. I mean, I'll take any highlight right here. So, okay. Hopefully that wasn't the highlight. Hopefully that was just like them doing nothing, and then us building from the back and scoring. That's a bold pass upfield, but a good pass upfield. Come on. A late 92nd minute goal. Deckers involved. Knocks it down. Gets it back. Randy Deckers. Oh, yes! Randy Deckers! A moment of magic! We called for it! Oh, viewers! I love it! You love to see it! Randy Deckers pulls it out of the bag. Oh! Flipping heck. Whew! Randy. Flipping heck, viewers. You can't script this. You can't script it, viewers. What a finish. Oh. Sorry if that was a bit loud, viewers, but what a moment. That's why you play Football Manager. What a goal. Come on, Randy Deckers. Whew. Whoa. 2 more games to go in the stream. Holy mother. That was an absolute dinger. That's why you play the game, viewers. I tell you now. Matt Hunky Dips. If I got more red cards, I would probably do that, but I don't get nearly enough red cards to justify me changing it and then allowing teams more space. Oh dear, what's happened there? Paco Lopez. More like Sacco Lopez. Am I right, stream? Yes. Yes, I am. I'm having fun, man. Together, holding your body close to mine. Sorry. Well, no, you should wear headphones, because if you're not wearing headphones and you get that sound come out of whatever device you're listening on, you get looks, viewers. You get looks. Do you believe? I'll tell you now as well, for those that are tuned in, watching right now, I will be live again tomorrow, 2 o'clock, as we continue this save. Right now, we seem to be doing like a couple of months at a time. So I did August, September, as well as obviously the transfers yesterday. Today, we've done October, and we will do November. Tomorrow, then, will be December, and maybe the January, we'll see. Maybe just December. I guess we'll see on that one. And then we'll either stream a little bit next week. I'm honestly having so much fun. I hope it's fun to watch. I hope people are enjoying just chilling out and watching. I'm having a lovely time. Absolutely lovely time. So, yeah. Because this save, I think some people have been invested in it, some people less bothered. But, yeah, these streams have been a joy. If you're watching on the rebroadcast, do drop a like on it. If you're watching right now, we could go for a quick like spike. Get us to at least 150. If that's you. Why not? Hopefully you're enjoying it. Oh, what a goal. Boston have had about 7 or 8 managers. Villa, I don't know, actually. That might be their only manager, you know. Yeah, it was. If I had the caretakers. Oh, no, it wasn't. Arnold Krusvink, who's now the Dortmund manager. And they've just appointed... Oh, no, he's caretaker right now. So I was there for 4 years. I had quite a long tenure. And I finished 20th and got relegated and then was promoted as a champion. But people need to remember the context of that relegation. I didn't get us relegated. It was whoever was before me whose name I didn't look at. I can quickly look there, though. Something Naylor, I think. It's not clear. 160 likes. There you are, gang. Thank you, gang. Right, Valencia. Before we play Liverpool... That's the game, though, isn't it? That Liverpool game. We finished the stream yesterday against Manchester United, and we got a massive win. If we can do that against Liverpool, Randy Decker's probably going to be rested for Valencia, ready to go back to Anfield. He's just come off the back of scoring an absolute wonder strike. There's been about 7 or 8 Boston managers, and it's not gone great for them. They've got relegated in that time as well. Ray, back you come. You're in. Lahida struggling for fitness. Randy Decker's. Oh, let's get him sharp. Let's get him fit. Boris is going to sit out. I'm going to play Boris in the next one, I think. Dalton Lashley. We're gambling a little bit here by resting players, but you can't really not. I might even play Guendouzi in there as well for Koeman. Guendouzi's always played pretty well when he's featured. Radaby's so unlucky not to play more for me this season. In fact, let's get him in for Delit for a game. Okay. Come on, we need this win. Beat Valencia. We're pretty much guaranteed to qualify then. Come on, lads. Keep the run going. We've got to continue the run after that Villa game. What a result. Unreal. We'll say that and that. There we go. Would you ever stream an entire summer transfer window? Sure. I've done it before. And if you've ever watched me stream Football Manager, I've done it probably 100 times. What's your rarest achievement on the FMs across the years? Oh, I don't even know, mate. It's a good question. But without looking through them all, I wouldn't be able to tell you. And I could like statistically show you as well, couldn't I? Because it's recorded. Is anyone, like, I guess I'll ask the question, yes or no, actually. Have you got a save going on right now? An FM save going on right this minute? That you're still playing? Maybe you're not playing right now, but, like, that you're invested into? And if you're not, and you're playing FIFA, type the word FIFA. So, yes, you have, no, you haven't, or FIFA. What's your best series? Well, what do you think, mate? I care more about what you think than what I think. So people do have... I mean, you might have Yes and FIFA, to be fair. It's not... You can't just have one. You might have an FM save while you play FIFA. Leeds, Oxford, Dortmund, Burnley, Real Betis. They're interesting, Betis. I considered starting with Betis in Glory Hunter, but we're not. But Betis were under consideration. Overrated. So that should give you an idea of the level I'm looking at. Maybe. Ugh. That's myself. I'm singing to a song that I forget you can't hear. By the time I start... No, this is bad. Oh my god. By the time we start FM20, the wall behind me, as I've just conceded, that wall there where the ladder is, should be a different colour. I'm painting the wall. Similar colour to this jumper, actually. And these walls are going to change colour. I'm redecorating. So that should be fun. Nah. Joao Pedro with a strike. 1-0 down. This game has flown by the way, and we are playing awful. Absolutely awful. Huseman comes in. Change the system round because it's not working, is it? We've got Deckers off just so I can rest him for the next one. I'm also going to bring Boris on to try and snatch a goal for us. Come on, B-Dog. Who is this guy? He must be a regen, like a wonder kid, right? He must be a wonder regen. I've just Moise Keened him there. Wow. Joao Pedro. I don't even think I've seen him this year. People must have him. There must be guys watching right now that have used him and had him and thought he's brilliant. Goodness me. Unreal. He's really, really good. Is this a New York Bridge? In the yes, it is. It's the Brooklyn Bridge. Which is going to go to the left. So it won't be in the background. But it lights up as well. It's nice. It's got like some New York skyline in the background. I'm going to lose 2-0 to Valencia and still be top somehow with Napoli to play. Ugh. I don't love it. I've got to be honest. Oh, I probably should have taken players off here and rested a bit more, but yeah. Poor performance. Come out of nowhere, really. I'd say come out of nowhere. We got lucky in the Villa game that Randy Deckers is a god. So there's that. We're coming up on our final game. Any moment now. We're playing Liverpool in the league in a couple of days' time. I assertively say I can't fault any of your performances. No, I'm going to say you weren't good enough today. Weak performance. Thames is your favourite series of mine. The only one I watched from the start to finish. The players were characters. Yeah, man. Hopefully we'll have something similar with Glory Hunter. I already know what I've got to do stylistically for it. I haven't got an intro yet though. The intro for Glory Hunter. If any genius video makers want to give me any ideas or email me, you can do. I've got an idea, but I'm also open to ideas for this one. It's going to be quite a tricky thing to do, but I'm looking forward to it. I know what I want it to be. I just don't think I'm capable of making it. That's the problem. But I know what I want it to be. I might have to message the guy that did the Thames intro. Because it's quite a simple idea. But I know exactly what I want it to be. And to be fair, I probably could make a version of it. It just won't be anywhere near as good. I mean, that would be the end, Michael. Michael's put, intro starts out as a close-up of your face, goes into a montage of Stadia and match wins before panning over to a trophy collection, then title. I mean, I could do that at the end. It's quite a nice way to finish. My players are going to be well tired. Yeah, they are well tired. Right, back to the lit, back to Koeman. This is a bit of a gamble. I'm going to play Lahida. Do you know, I'm going to bring Deckers on as well. I'm not going to start Deckers. Because I just think the impact he had off the bench was immense. And we're going to start with Boris Herrera on the bench. Anything else? Oh, yes, I do for Ray. Okay. That's the lineup. We'll see how we do. Against Liverpool, at Anfield. Some of our boys need a rest, but I can't afford to rest them. We're going full strength. Did you feel trying to create a whole league system in Central Park Rangers with 75 after a single team series with terms? Not really. I wish it had worked out better, though. Obviously. I expect nothing but a win. The biggest sadness with Central Park Rangers is that I was about to like really kickstart it before the week I lost it. I'd made like loads of little intro bits for it that just I lost those as well. So it was just like I lost everything I had ready for it. It was pretty soul crushing. Oh, they've got Garrido from Villa in goal. I forgot about that. They finally got rid of Alisson. They've got Joe Gomez and Trent still. Trent's playing on the right. Oh, Reeza Nelson. First time you've scored a free kick. You've shot a lot of them, but you've finally got one. Marvellous. Absolutely marvellous, viewers. Bloody marvellous. We'll take that. We will take that. Oof, the real players are coming to the fore here. Hello, what did I miss? All the stream. You've missed 2 hours. This is our final game of the stream. Again, if you've enjoyed it, remember to drop a like on it and make sure you subscribe to the channel with the rest of this week. Of course, you'll be notified as well as FM 20 stuff coming your way. After we finish this series, I am going to take a break. There'll be no videos for a little bit before we fire back with plenty of FM20 content, and I mean plenty of FM20 content. There's going to be so much you're not going to know what to do with yourselves, but there will be a Spurs beta to kick things off. I mean, the way things are going with Spurs at the moment, they're getting a little bit more interesting, aren't they, with Poch? And to be fair, it'd be brilliant for me if Spurs sacked him. That'd be perfect, because then the interest in Spurs goes up quite a lot. So if you could get on that, if you get that on Levy, it's just... Or if Poch just walks out, that would be perfect. It'll make the intro a lot better. So, please do. I'm just excited to get going. I'm just really excited to get going next season. I'm going to have a little refresh. I'm going to spend 2 weeks coming up with all my graphics, all my intros, everything for this in Glory Hunter. And, yeah, then plan out loads of videos I've got planned, like teams to manage and things like that, Best Wonder Kids. The stuff people often enjoy watching. Koeman. It's great. It's great defensive midfield play. He's learnt off Fabinho, clearly. Lovely ball up to Boris. So we need to see score another goal, really. Oh, that was nearly it. Any tips on how to stand out on Twitch during the FM20 beta, Ben? Pick a team that you think people would want to watch. Stream regularly for 2 or 3 hours every day. And keep people invested. Like... host other streamers. Have no shame in asking streamers to check out your stream, and if they think it's good, to host it. Like, don't worry about asking things like that. You should do. You just gotta make sure that you've got to become part of the community. There's a Twitch community out there with FM that is big, but you're only going to grow if you do it consistently. Can we get a hint of the team you're managing for Glory Hunter? Yeah, it's a real team. No, I can't tell you. Obviously, I want to tell you, but I can't tell you. Oh, great defending. I'm a little bit worried. Oh my goodness me, how far out was that? Let's be slightly less attacking. Still playing on the front foot though. Lahida off. Deckers is coming on. We knew it was going to happen. Boris is having a poor game. You could probably play the system without a striker, to be honest. I'm going to bring Herrera on though. Who? Randy Deckers. Surely not. Oh! Is it a football team? It is a football team. Is it an English team? They've got players that aren't English. So yeah, I've narrowed it down there. It's not Burnley. Oh, well, Jack, all the best with it, my friends. And there we are. Another win. Brilliant win that is, by the way. It was quite an underwhelming match. But one Reece Nelson free kick has done the business. And if we take a look at the league table, we end the stream in a super strong position. My summary video in just a moment is going to be very nice to record. How many have we lost? I don't think... Did we lose a league game? I don't think we did. I think we drew one and won the rest. Which is really impressive. Good stuff. Oh, look at that. Level on points with United, who have drawn to Manchester City. 0-0. Their collapse begins. Haha. All right, then, lovely stuff. Again, viewers, if you enjoyed this, do drop a like on it. If you've just watched the end and you want a summary of what's gone on, stay tuned. 5 o'clock, that should be out. And yeah, thank you for watching. I appreciate your contributions in the chat. It's been really fun today. So I'll be back again tomorrow at around 2 o'clock-ish. Keep an eye out for it. And I will see you soon with love, with care. From me to Benji until next time. Look after yourselves. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. I'll see you later. Goodbye.